Nice. Is there a few?
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Like everyone just heard, my name's DJ, and let's give a big hand to all the great musicians. They've got a big disadvantage. Unlike me, they have to do the shit sober. So, like I said, my name's DJ, and I am an engineering student down at Santa Clara. While I like engineering a whole lot, if I could pick any job in the world, it would either be a race car driver or a comedian. So I'm trying, one of those out here tonight. We'll see how it goes. But so you get the background picture of me, but I think you can also get sort of a visual. I'm not known for being, well kept, got long mangy hair, and I think that all stands up to being a lazy bastard. I haven't cut my hair in over like 7 months, not because, it takes a lot of, money or anything. You get a haircut for like $8. It's 100% because I don't want to spend the time or effort to go to said haircut store. And I think that, has been from day one. I was an incubator when I was a baby, not because I needed one, just because I didn't want to spend the metabolic energy in order to keep myself alive. And so I learned this trick about myself really early on. And I was, going home from Chuck E. Cheese or grandma's house or whatever. And first couple of times I fell asleep in the back of the car. And it was great for me. I woke up the next morning in my bed, didn't have to walk up the stairs or anything. My parents miraculously carried me to bed. It was wonderful. I got to avoid those mere 9 steps. But so I clued in, and I realized, that I could fake sleep in order to avoid those 9 steps. So I got to a point where I was doing this really regularly. My parents, I think they were cluing in. And the reason I knew they clued in is because when I was about maybe 9 years old, way older than it should have been. But, I woke up at 3 a.m. in the backseat of my dad's Volvo with the seatbelt buckled in. And that's how I really knew that my childhood was coming to an end. I mean, not to say that I didn't have a great childhood or I don't love my parents or anything, but I can distinctly remember when I had this shift of I have no worries, no cares, and I actually have to take care of shit like myself. And so I am from the San Diego region, and I'm a transplanted Bay Area person, going to Santa Clara like I said earlier, but San Diego's the best because of the zoo. 100% tacos and zoos. That's what we have going on down there. Thank you.
Yeah, tacos! Tacos!
Tacos and zoos, right? But so 7-year-old me was all about the zoo. I don't think you understand. I'm from the San Diego area, but maybe 90 minutes north or so of the actual zoo. And so I was trying to go to zoo every other day, but when you're 7 years old, you don't have that much control over that. I mean, maybe you guys did, but I didn't. My parents didn't give me the keys or anything. So I was begging and pleading, and finally, my mom comes home one day, and she's like, "Oh, DJ, actually, our small town opened up its own zoo," and I could not tell you how excited I was. It is not parallel to some politician passing their key bill, to some young person winning a marathon, to some 16-year-old losing his virginity. There's nothing that parallels this level of excitement I had for the zoo being opened in my hometown at age 7. And so we go down. I'm in the backseat of my mom's minivan, and we're driving on down, and we get to where the zoo is, and we're walking around. And I'm scoping left, scoping right. I'm like, "Mom, there's one fucking dog here." "What kind of zoo do you think this is?" "Oh, DJ, it's a shit zoo." So, even after all of this, I do have a good relationship with my mother. I love her dearly. And we get along, but we do occasionally fight. Unfortunately, it happens. And so the other day, we were bickering, and, things escalated. And she comes at me, and she's like, "You son of a bitch, DJ." And at which point, I fucking slap her because no one makes fun of my mother. And, you know, I think this real key of ancestry is important in us. It's important to know and connect with who you're from. And I was looking on the Google, right, you know, Googling away, and I realized, not that kind of Google, guys, but I realized that Genghis Khan is related to 8% of all males in America. In the world, actually, I apologize, in the world. That means that, according to historians, Genghis Khan is the most ancestrally influential person of all time. I think that's fucking wrong. Look at a map, look at the evidence. The most ancestral influential person of all time is Stan. I mean, just look, Pakistan, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan. It's just on the paper. Like, it's just evidence. You can't fucking lie at that. You can't hide it. But think about it, guys. Without nipples, boobs are pointless. Now that I am in college, I am in a house with two of my best friends. Most of them are here tonight, if you couldn't tell. But I have a couple responsibilities. One of my responsibilities is the climate control. I make sure, you know, the room is the precise temperature. I make sure it's god fucking damn room temperature. I apologize. Except for the corners. They're set at 90 degrees. But close to that house, we have this Mexican joint. And it's behind a cemetery, which is a little ominous burritos, but, you know, who doesn't like burritos without excitement? And so I'm walking over there the other day, and I'm walking down the street, and there's this guy twirling a sign for a casket. Like, that's ridiculous, right? Who advertises for caskets? Well, this guy does, apparently. But so I'm walking past him, you know, not thinking twice, except for that shouldn't be advertising for caskets. That's a horrible time in someone's life. But he goes one step further and asks me if I need one. At which point I reply, nah, man, that's the last thing I'll ever need. So like I said, I am an engineering student in Santa Clara, and I really enjoy engineering, but I just tried out comedy, and I think I'm gonna try out race car because clearly this didn't go well.
Yeah!